I remember that there was a time, not that long ago, when I was actually very excited about news from the tech industry. Usually they would release a new graphics card, or sometimes they would release a phone that you can use it in order to listen to music, take pictures, take videos, surf the internet. It was the first Apple. Yeah, it was exciting. It's like, look at this technology, how it's evolving. Every single time I hear about how technology evolves now, it creeps me the hell out. I mean, look at this, right? Microsoft has released details about Recall, an AI powered app that remembers everything you see and do on the computer. Wow, brilliant. I used to say this as a joke that the worst spyware on the internet is the Windows Update. I don't know if I'm joking now, but like it seems that if you have an AI which remembers everything you see on your computer, how is it any better than a spyware? So the point of it is to allow users to search things they remember seeing or working on without remembering the exact name or file. In an example from Windows latest, user can search up something like chart with purple text, and Recall can search through everything you've worked on for a chart with purple text. It's an abstract type of search that hasn't really been seen before. If you were to make an AI that you actually want to harvest information on what's on people's computers, how would you convince people to get it though? It would require that it has some sort of function that is viewed as useful, right? And while people use it, then you hide it in the terms of service. You mentioned it there somewhere. Yeah, we're harvesting information from you in order to make money. You want to make money off your ass. So, obviously, it did spark what appears to be privacy concerns. It's really surprising that people even have these concerns in 2024. But Recall is only available for systems with Snapdragon processors. Typical AMD and Intel CPUs can't achieve the required trillion of operations per second in order to work with Recall. Users are concerned about privacy. And while Recall might be a powerful tool in a business setting, its potential to record and remember what users have looked at can't be overstated. Microsoft is no stranger to privacy concern. When the Xbox Kinect was announced, many users were wary of its possible privacy concerns. If you guys don't remember the Xbox Kinect, it was very interesting. In order to buy an Xbox One when it was announced, you had to buy the Kinect as well. Like it came in a package. And the Kinect would be always on, watching, spying, monitoring stuff like your heartbeat. And it's like, well, why would it do that? What was the purpose? And it was to harvest information from users and then send it to third parties like game developers. And they would be like, look, when the user went to this part of the game, his heart was beating fast. It means that you achieved the goal. Like if you make Resident Evil, it's like when they entered this area, they were actually excited. You know, it's stuff like that. But again, they're monetizing your existence. Like you're already paying for the product. You're already paying for the stuff. And now they're just finding out ways on how to make more money off your ass. And they don't give you a cheaper product. They don't give you anything in return. The only thing they give you in return is moderation, censorship, trying to instill behaviors, like my friend Larry Fink likes to say. If you guys remember, Microsoft Word, was it? Right? Like its spell check started spell checking for political correctness. Like here in Romania, we use the word retard a lot. In America, scientists have discovered that it's hurtful. So Microsoft, like if you use the word, they go like, nah. I don't know, like if it had the various features, like if you write folks, they would write Folex with an X. If you write Latin, they would go Latin. I don't know if it went like that, but yeah, they actually did have a spell checker that would account for political correctness. And it was on by default. So like this company that is very concerned about how people think in their private documents now wants to release an AI that will, quote unquote, help you search better. And would be able to know everything that's on your computer. I gotta say, I'm not a Linux user, but I'm genuinely starting to consider. At this point, I'm really starting to consider, and you know what? When I'm going to have my kid getting his first laptop, it's going to be Linux. Unironically. Like, even if I will not transition to Linux, I have failed you, my son. Like, my generation use the fucking Linux. Every single Windows update, though, like, every single thing, like, what is the latest feature that Windows had that actually made you happy? It's like, oh, the new Windows has this feature. Isn't it amazing? Oh, wow, this is great. I can't remember it. Every single fucking feature is a nightmare. Every single feature that they have is for the betterment of the corporation and at my detriment. It's either making my computer run slower, it's either having more spyware on my computer. Why the fuck would I want an AI-powered app that remembers everything I have on my computer? I got my credit card on my computer. I got my ID on my computer. Like, fuck off. And obviously, if I was Microsoft and I wanted to push this on the public, the way I would do it is first, make it voluntary, right? So, like, at first you're saying, oh, well, you can turn it off. But then you slowly ease it in and you slowly make it so that they can't turn it off. From what I understand is you need to use their Internet Explorer, right? So, like, you need to use their stuff in order for this AI power tool to actually work. But there are people that told me that the browser is being stuffed down their throats after every single update. So if you accidentally leave it on... Again, the interesting thing is, like, what do you get? You get better... Is that a thing, though? Like, are people really unable to find their files on their computer? Was that really required? Is it really that necessary or that demanding of a product? Because I can see how Microsoft can make a lot of money with it. Interesting. But, and by the way, like, the load on your computer, right? Like, if you require such a high-tech processor for it to be able to function, like, imagine you're playing games and all of a sudden everything is sluggish because you got this shit on your computer that's monitoring everything. Yeah, I hope it doesn't manage to go, but, like, we are entering the age of AI. Like, at the end of the day, everything you do on your computer is going to be the corporation's business. And, of course, the corporation is working hand-in-hand with the government, so... But yeah, like, everything you say on forums, everything you have on the cloud, like, literally everything is going to be combed by AI. I remember when people were freaking out over Cambridge Analytica, and now I'm thinking, like, what did Cambridge Analytica do? Like, they looked at the likes of people on Facebook. Ooh. Well, now they have AI. Let me know what you guys think, though, if I'm exaggerating or not. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.